Sure,
Invited.
you can get up and give us, good morning. It is 9 o'clock. We'll call our hearing to order. This hearing is in regard to changes to the building codes that are being proffered by the building department and Richard Nelson, our director of the building department. So, Richard, would you like to give us a recap of what the changes are?
Morning again.
Good morning.
Yeah, these are changes to the regulations and primarily the fee schedule. The primary goal was to adjust the plan review fee schedule for larger jobs, which cover the type of projects as businesses, education, and living centers. They take a little while longer to do a plan review, and our current plan review fee schedule was inadequate to cover those projects. Secondary goal was to streamline the various mechanical permits to make it easier for the applicant and us to follow. They can get pretty complicated. And an additional change will give a needed price reduction to owners of condo units who currently pay commercial fees for their HVAC permits. The rest are fairly minor changes and corrections. Page 5, I guess I'll go through this whole thing since we have plenty of time. Page 5 allows this fee to be, page 5, paragraph C, there's an allowance that the Ohio Code gives us to charge an administrative fee to anybody that starts a project without a permit. The Ohio Code allows this fee to be up to 200% of the base permit fee, or of the normal permit fee. As we had that currently stated in the previous code, the way the wording was a little convoluted. It was really limiting it to doubling that fee, or adding 100%. So rechanging the wording to make it more clear that it's up to a 200% administrative fee, effectively tripling their permit fee. And it's important to note that we try not to use this. We rarely do use that fee. We try to encourage them to cooperate faster. Just be cooperative, and we pretty much just move along, charge them the normal permit fee as long as we get good cooperation out of them. And that's important, but it's still something that hangs out there that they realize is something that can be done. The next one on page 8 on the residential fee schedule, we had some more incorrect wording. We had stated that the $10 tech fee is based on the total of all charges. That's not really correct. It's a lot of the stuff, but not everything. On note 3, this is the note that gives condo owners relief from having to pay commercial level fees. We changed it, just literally added the line in there that owners of condos can use the residential fee for their work.
So, Richard, does that also apply to 1, 2, 3 family structures?
Well, up to 3 family units in a structure is still under the residential code.
And then 4 and beyond.
4 and above goes to commercial. And so the way it's worded now, the specific owner of a condo within a large unit building can use the lesser fees. Somebody building a condo unit, they're going to pay full commercial fees. if somebody was doing a pretty major rebuild or for any reason on a large condo unit, the condo association, might hire somebody to do some major work on it. That's also commercial. It's just when the specific owners of that unit. Yes. 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 And we'll probably also take that through to, on occasion, they'll want to build a deck or a sunroom on the back of their unit. Same situation. It's pretty, it's just fair to charge them residential rate. Let's see. In the residential fee schedule, we just changed some verbiage that we would indicate by email. We would notify them of the correct fee. Page 9, we just deleted a couple items. We deleted the electric furnace as it's exactly the same as the appliance hookup above it. So it's just getting rid of a kind of a double line. And then in residential mechanical, we also streamlined where, again with mechanical permits, previously if someone was replacing their furnace and air conditioner, they paid a base fee for both of those units because they were separate units. The way it's going to be worded now, as long as they're coming in and getting one permit to do that work, it'll be one base fee and then a smaller additional, we call it an additional item, a smaller additional fee for any additional unit. And it's one inspection. We typically go out one time and look at them all at the same time, and it's it saves them a pretty good amount of money and doesn't hurt us at all. And it makes the process of them applying for the thing easier too, because well, it's always hard in a way, but at least this is the more economical way to do it for them. Let's see, moving on to page 10 in the commercial fee schedule, similar to the residential, we're removing the incorrect line that, or we are, in this summary I said we're removing the incorrect line, but then also adding the note to allow the owner of a private condo to pay the residential fees. We put that information in both the fee schedules so that it hopefully won't get missed, that they'll see it one way or another.
So generally, Richard, overall, you're realigning fee structures to make them more appropriate for the type of structure that or system that's being affected. So for residential folks, it's a benefit, and it really won't hurt at all in commercial. It's not going to change anything in commercial. Is that fair? Good summary.
It won't. It's definitely a benefit to residential. It ends up being a benefit to commercial, and it's a streamlining thing that'll reduce our revenue minor in a small way. It will, but
it'll make the process easier from a customer standpoint.
correct, easier.
Any other questions?
Yeah, actually, I've got just a couple. Now, the appeal process is there an appeal process for the administrative penalty fee, for them doing a project or starting it? You assessing that? Can they appeal it?
They can appeal. Every single thing we do can be appealed to our appeal board.
Okay.
And then further to the state.
Okay. Even the administrative fee?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Do you think it'd be possible, and you said you don't do it very frequently, it'd be possible to include put that in your monthly report, whether you have implemented that, just as a data item that, no administrative fees where you've done like one or two or something?
I'd have,
To the commissioners, so that way we know. the
we could,
frequency?
we could. I'd have to, I would venture to guess that hasn't been done for a year and a half.
Okay, I mean, if you don't, then you don't.
I
report.
remember one, Richard, and I want to say it was last fall sometime.
Yeah.
That's the only one that I can remember of, at least I was aware of. So it doesn't happen that often.
Right, so I would like to be sure, we're gonna be notified that when you do, and that's all I'm asking.
That would be
You do a
good.
monthly report, just say, hey, yeah, we had one, okay, then if it rises to the level somebody
Yeah, that-
complains, then I know. That's
Yeah,
what I'll
that's-
just say, I think hopefully a
Yeah.
reasonable request.
Yeah, it is, that's a good idea.
Okay.
I know that we intended to do it
Okay. Well,
on one, 6 or 8 months ago, we intended to, but the project had already been fully approved. It's the one we were waiting for zoning. And, nobody made a note in the job that we were gonna do it. And so then they brought in their zoning, the permit went out the door, which was fine.
Okay,
But,
all right. Now, how can the public get a copy of these changes?
this is available on the website.
Right, okay,
The changes are on the website now.
okay.
This booklet's out in front of our window, out in front of our counter.
So the public, and that's why I was broadcasting, so the public do want to, they just go onto the website, the building department, and they can then see a copy of current as well as what the proposed changes are?
Right now, they can see both, or at least on the county website. On our building website, we only have the current regulations.
Oh, okay, so they would have to go to the county one and
Yeah.
see the changes?
Do you know, Rhonda, where that got posted, or does Brian know where that got posted?
Okay, but it's on there. Okay, all right. And the other one is, so what's the next step in the process here for it to be considered and adopted? We've got this one public hearing.
I think we have two. I think
to
we have
a
another
second one?
in 2
And
weeks.
then it will be placed then on the commissioner's agenda. In the meantime, the public have the ability to make comments. Okay, I just want to make it clear.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
good.
There's some other changes, some few other changes. Commercial fee schedule was primarily the plan review fee was the entire table got replaced. It got broke down in a different manner. It was broke down into really small building segments before. I mean, literally a 500 square foot building up to a 500 square foot, 500 to 1,000. It was real small increments. Those got expanded, but then extended out to larger buildings, and adjusted for and separated by types of building occupancies, warehouses, storage buildings that are mostly big and largely open boxes that are pretty straightforward and simple to do a plan review. Those remain essentially priced as they were. It's the tougher jobs, the living centers that are chopped up, lots of rooms, different cafeterias, theaters, all manner of stuff inside of those. A lot of people have many issues. Same with education buildings, schools, many children, many stairs, rooms, hallways, all sprinkler alarm, all that stuff adds up. So they're separated now and then priced to be more realistic to what the plan review is going to cost. We've survived mostly, but the one job in fact several jobs we should probably have charged them an additional over and above fee, which is in our schedule. After the table, the line says if the actual plan review exceeds this table, then we're gonna charge them more, but we rarely do that. But we did on the job here a couple months ago because it was $4,000 or $5,000. So that's the main changes.
Okay, thank you, Richard.
You're welcome.
We have no public present, so there is no one to comment from the public perspective, so we will adjourn our hearing.
Okay.
And we will be back in 2 weeks, correct, Matt, for another hearing?
Yes, we skipped election day.
Yeah.
It's next
Oh, yeah.
Tuesday, so we skipped that.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, we are adjourned.
Thank you.